So, morning everyone. Yeah, I seem to be going with like a bit of a theme of videos, like what makes a good, finding puppies, and are you the right person for a puppy? And a question I see a lot is, how do you find a good breeder? So start with breed clubs and your kennel club. But not every breeder is with the breed clubs and advertises their litter, that's wrong, advertises their litter with the breed club. So how do you find a good breeder then? So it's word of mouth. If you're on some Facebook groups and stuff, you might see litter announcements. Most breeders have a waiting list, so you will be expecting to wait. And then, for me, this is my own personal checklist, are the dogs raised in the house? Do the dogs live in the house when they don't have a litter? And what's the temperament like? Can they play with a toy like this and not growl and get possessive or anything? Can all their dogs live together? That's a big one, because a lot of people have like split packs where, some dogs live in the kitchen and some dogs live in the utility room, and they can't mix, they can't go out together. And then if they say, some dogs just don't get along, right? And I understand that. So if you see a breeder that's in that position, I'd ask, can I see them with other dogs? Not the dog they dislike, but other dogs out on a walk. Because temperament is such a massive thing. Then if your breed, not just Dalmatians, has any relevant health checks. Come on guys, I don't want to go in the field. Come on, this way. This way. Quick. Or not. Come on, I'm going this way. I think Schnauzers, they have eye tests. For all Dalmatian puppies, they should be Bayer tested. All of mine get their first vaccination. They're wild this morning. My plan was that they would just play on the grass and I could just film them playing on the grass while I talk. But no, they always do go too far afield. We'll film the puppies instead. So check that the puppies get their hearing tests or whatever test is relevant for them to get as puppies. Mine, because they get their first vaccination, it means that they also get a health check at the same time. So anything like heart murmurs, which we've not had so far, touch wood, will be picked up on. And then find a breeder you can talk to, which sounds crazy, but find a breeder that you feel like you could ask a question to, whatever, if you needed to. So, like we've had questions of how do I stop them jumping up? They've gone fussy with kibble. What can I do? What coat? What size coat? All sorts of questions, and we always answer. But that's what we want. We want people to ask questions of us. And then all of our puppies, we make it very clear we'll take them back at any point in their lives if we need to. But we'd rather not need to, which goes back to previous video, which is why breeders ask you the questions they do. It's because they want their puppies to go to the best home, the most suitable home. I think they broke the squeak on that though. Oh God, Aria! Oh, you got a toy. Excuse me. So just find a breeder you can trust, you can talk to, that's approachable. And, you know, before COVID, you know, you want somebody who's happy for you to meet their dogs. During COVID, that's very hard. But if they want FaceTime or WhatsApp or whatever, where you can see their dogs, walk away. Because I'd be really, really concerned if people didn't want to show me the dogs. Guys, come on this way. This way, come on. So yeah, I'd be concerned if they don't want to show me their dogs. And then look at how puppies are raised, what they do with the puppies. You know, anything that's important to you. Think of the dog you want to have, and then see if the breeder has something like that. Or even just a simpler question of, if that breeder's dog was mine, would I be happy? Could I live with it? You know, if there's a neurotic dog that's pacing all the time, barking all the time, whining all the time, jumping up and just hyper and mad and all the rest of it, I couldn't live with a dog like that. That's not my type of dog. I don't mind, you know, I like it when they get excited and they play and whatever else, but I don't want a hyper neurotic one. Thanks very much. And equally, you know, if a dog is super lazy and hardly gets up off the sofa when you visit or whatever, then is that really what you want? You know, think about the dog you want. And then I like to see people who do stuff with their dogs, and, you know, when shows are going on, not just showing. Like, showing is great, right? It's a hard environment for dogs. You know, it's very busy, it's very noisy, strangers everywhere, strange dogs everywhere. You know, it's a lot for dogs to cope with. So if they can cope with that, that's brilliant. That's a really good sign. But yeah, I like to see people take them out for walks, you know, dally rallies, beaches, mountains, whatever, swimming. I like to see the dogs have a life other than showing and breeding. So this is just like my own personal checklist, but you know, you can adjust what I'm saying anyway to suit yourself. So, you know, I think seeing the dogs out in public and having a life, I think that's important. You know, if you've got cats and the breeder's got cats, then at least, you know, the puppies have seen something like a cat, seen something move like a cat and behave like a cat. Not that you can't train one that hasn't been around a cat, that's not what I'm saying, but certainly would make your life easier. And as we talk about cats, Dumbledore comes. Aria, you stinker. You naughty. You naughty. Sure, yeah, Mum. I'm very naughty. I'm very naughty. Yes, I hope that makes sense. I think I've pretty much covered everything. You know, look for relevant health tests. You know, don't be afraid to ask the breeder questions. Don't just see a litter of cute puppies and fall head over heels and think that that's well, you're lucky if that works out perfect, and it's often more luck and judgment if you fall for a puppy. Shush, Diz. You'd swear you had a hard life. Put a coat on you to walk yesterday and all you did was sulk. Yeah. Yeah, so relevant health tests, You know, the larger breeds, it's hip and elbow scoring, that sort of thing. And a breeder you can talk to above all else is the most important thing, I think. And if you get any sort of sense of the breeder that you don't like, think about it, because a good breeder will want to stay in touch with you. They'll want to know where their puppies are, how their puppies are doing. They'll want you to approach them if you have any health issues with the puppies during that puppy's life, because there might be an issue with their lines that they have to look at correcting. You just don't know. Wee, Aria. Oh, Nala's off now. Nala's going to get her. Yeah, so breeders do, or a good breeder will want to know if there's any issues with the puppies, even just straightforward skin allergies. You know, there might be a regular occurrence of skin allergies in the line. Right, so I'm going to go because Sarah's up here now with Giz and Spud, and we're going to go for a walk. So, bye.